Welcome children to one more video on admission. We have already come to know that admission is when a new partner is entering the firm. So there are a lot of changes that are going to happen and we need to record that. The description box contains the links of the earlier videos. Please do watch if you haven't watched. Also, we have done the change in the profit sharing ratio, the sacrifice ratio, new ratio, all these things have been discussed. So now let us move ahead. Now what is happening is, new partner is coming. When the new partner comes in, he is going to be a part of the future profits of the business, right? Future profits. Future profits depend on the past profits and past performance. And who managed the firm all these years? The old partners, isn't it? The new partner was nowhere in picture. Now suddenly he comes and becomes a part of the future profits. Not fair with the old partners. They should be compensated. They should be compensated for the efforts they have put in to bring the firm up to this stage. And that compensation is compensation for goodwill. Okay, they have built a reputation, they have built a market, their brand value, and therefore the new partner should compensate them monetarily for their past efforts. Okay, so our next step is goodwill. So how do we treat goodwill? Treatment of goodwill. So this video will be based on treatment of goodwill when a new partner comes in. Okay, there are a few things we have to do. Very easy. First thing, you just understand, if at all there is any existing goodwill in the firm or in the books of the firm, you write it off. Okay, so that's step one. Now, all sums might not have all the steps, but I'm just saying. Okay, write off existing goodwill. Okay, existing goodwill meaning goodwill account appears in the books of the firm. Goodwill is an asset, so it is already showing a debit balance in the asset. You will be given information in the sum. Okay, goodwill on the date of admission appears in the books at such and such value. So that will be known to you. Okay. So how do we write off goodwill? Goodwill, there is a journal entry. This is already debit, so to close it I will credit it and I will debit the old partners capital or current account debit, okay, to goodwill. Okay, when I credit goodwill account vanishes from the books, right? Why am I debiting the old partners here? Because all this while this goodwill benefit was going to these old partners. We don't want existing goodwill also new goodwill. We will value goodwill afresh, the way we have done in valuation of goodwill chapter. Why did we learn that? Abhi ke liye. Okay, we'll use that in admission. We will value the goodwill of the firm, right? In a new way, a fresh way at the time of admission. So वो goodwill तो रहेगा ही, ये goodwill का भी effect मिलेगा इनको 2 times, isn't it? So this is to wipe out the effect of the existing goodwill. पहले का goodwill भूल जाओ. We are debiting you with the old goodwill and we will give you the benefit of the new goodwill of the firm. Okay, that is what is the logic behind it. Therefore, whenever you see existing goodwill in the books of the firm, please write it off. This is the entry for writing it off. And old partners meaning individually, whoever it is, A is capital, B is capital, C is capital, like that. Suppose there were 3 partners. So individually we will debit, and in which ratio? In the old ratio. These will be debited in the old ratio. Alright? Step 1 done. We have written off the existing goodwill. Now, so what is the new goodwill of the firm? We will value it. Okay? Step 2, value new goodwill on admission. Okay, now you might be given certain average profit method, super profit, whatever method might be given. Goodwill sum might be incorporated in the admission sum. Fair enough? So you should be knowing how to calculate goodwill. Of course, you might be given straight away the cook thing, meaning the goodwill of the firm on the date of admission is this much. Finish. You don't have to value goodwill then. The goodwill is there with you. You will have to find the new partner's share of goodwill, which will of course be based on his share of profits, future share of profits. It will be given in the sum that partner D, ABC allied, partner D joins the firm on 1st of April with 1/4 share in business. 1/4 share meaning, yes, the future profits he will be sharing in the ratio of ABC will take 3/4 and D will take 1/4. Okay, so how do we find the new partner's share of goodwill? His share of profit into goodwill of the firm. Total goodwill of the firm. Suppose I have calculated total goodwill of the firm to be 5 lakhs and this share of profit in the future is 1/4. So I will do 1/4 of 5 lakhs. 1,25,000 will be his share of goodwill. Is that clear to you? Ekdam aram, smooth, yes? Whatever he is coming in with, whatever share, his share, why do we need to find out? Because this is the benefit he is going to get without working for the previous so many years, past years. Who has worked hard for this, building this goodwill? Partners. So this is the amount of goodwill compensation that the new partner D will pay to the sacrificing partners. Okay, this is old partners. So basically this is called, this is a new term for you, premium for goodwill. Meaning this is the amount of compensation that D needs to pay to A, B and C in their sacrifice ratio. Of course, whoever is sacrificing, only he will get the share of goodwill. Okay? Clear till here? Okay, let's continue. The fourth step. The fourth step, we need to distribute this premium for goodwill will be distributed to the sacrificing partners. Okay? Is what we discussed. So what is the journal entry? Now of course there will be a few variations in this. Let us start with the first case when premium for goodwill, PFG, in short, is brought in cash. Meaning, yes, the new partner brings in cash for premium for goodwill. Now, journal entry will be cash or of course bank account debit depending on the situation to premium for goodwill. As an income for the firm, therefore I am crediting it. Bank account will be debited or cash account will be debited with the amount. Okay, we have seen that D was getting 1,25,000. Fine. So 1,25,000 has come to the firm. Second thing, this income should be distributed to the sacrificing partners. So entry number 2, PFG account debit, we are distributing the premium for goodwill to A's capital, B's capital, to C's capital. Okay, suppose the sacrificing ratio, we know how to calculate it, right, is coming to 2:1. This, of course, this distribution will be in the sacrificing ratio, not the old ratio. This is one important thing. Entry when we had written off the existing goodwill was old ratio, because that time the new partner has not come. Here we are talking about future. Suppose A, B and C are sacrificing their share in the ratio of 2:1, then obviously their compensation should be proportionate to their sacrifice, isn't it? Whoever is giving more out of his share will be compensated more. Logical. इसीलिए यहाँ पर we will use sacrificing ratio only here. Rest everywhere you will see that it's the old ratio. So this will be distributed. So PFG was how much? 1,25,000 divided by total of this 5 into 2. 25, 50, 50 and 25,000. So this is how we distribute this premium that the firm had received in the sacrificing ratio. Whoever sacrifices will get. Suppose if out of this one partner is not sacrificing, he will get nothing out of this PFG. Right? Nahi banta hai na? Correct? So that is entry for PFG, the treatment, bringing in cash and distribution of PFG. Now this is one case. There can be so many variations. Suppose वो नहीं लेकर आ सकता है. He does not have enough cash to bring in. Fine, he might get it later. So what do we do when the partner is not able to bring in goodwill? What will be the entry? We cannot show cash here. Then what do we do? Let us see. Then the partner is unable to bring cash. Therefore, in this situation, he is supposed to get, right? So his account should be debited. He is supposed to pay me, just like we debit debtors. And logic is same. He is supposed to get me. So debit is current account. Partners have capital as well as current account. Debit these capital, current account. Who is the new partner? Okay. So in this case, the new partner's current account. Now current account. Please lay stress on that. Will be debited with the amount of premium for goodwill which he is unable to bring. Fine. That does not mean that the partner is unable to get, that the sacrificing partners will not get anything. They will get. They will get in their sacrificing ratio to the sacrificing partners account. Which account? Capital. Okay. Sacrificing capital accounts in their sacrificing ratio. In their sacrificing ratio. Okay. The same way, A, B, C in the ratio of 50, 50, 25. That remains the same. Okay. Just that, it's just one entry and there is no cash. There is no PFG here because he did not get any PFG, but the benefit has gone to the sacrificing partners. उनका कोई नुकसान नहीं होना चाहिए because they are sacrificing, they should be compensated. But since he did not get cash, we have debited the new partner's current account. This will show as a debit till he gets the cash for it. Simple, isn't it? So this is how we do it. We do not debit the capital account. This is one mistake where children usually make. Do not debit partner's capital account because there are other implications of it which you will appreciate later when we do adjustments on the basis of capital of new partner and all. We should not disturb the new partner's capital account in such cases. So we always prefer to debit his current account. Okay? Clear till here? Let us take up a sum. Sum number 1. X and Y are partners. Profit sharing ratio was 4:3. They admit Z with 2/7 share, which he takes 3/4 from X and 1/4 from Y. 3/4 from X, 1/4 from Y. This straight away has given us the sacrificing ratio, isn't it? X is sacrificing 3/4 of something, Y is sacrificing 1/4 of something. Ratio is 3:1. We don't even have to calculate. Z brings in capital of 3 lakhs and 1,20,000 for goodwill. Why is he getting 1,20,000 for goodwill? This is his PFG. His share of goodwill, okay? Half of the amount is withdrawn by old partners. Okay, we'll come to that later. So first thing you understand, Z is bringing in what all? He's bringing in capital and his share of goodwill. Remember, one place where you can go wrong is considering this as the goodwill of the firm. And then you will find 2/7 of that. Okay? Some sums will have goodwill of the firm is this much and some sums will give you Z is bringing in this much. This is his share. This is not the goodwill of the firm. Remember. So the first entry in the books of X, Y and Z post admission will be for bringing in capital. So cash is coming in. Cash account debit. How much is he getting? 3 lakhs and 1,20,000. He is bringing in 4,20,000. Out of that, we will credit Z's capital account for his capital that he is bringing in. And to PFG, premium for goodwill is 1,20,000. Okay, this is what Z has brought into the business. Record it. Distribute PFG. PFG account debit. 1,20,000. Sacrifice ratio I told you is already given to you. Yes? Y is capital, X is capital. Excuse me. And the ratio of 3:1. 3:1 divide by 4. 30, 90. हो गया. ठीक है? This is a sacrificing ratio. Remember this. PFG is always distributed in sacrificing ratio. Okay? पैसा आ गया, distribute capital. Don't distribute the capital. Okay? Capital is his investment in the firm. That should not be distributed. You distribute only the PFG. So that done. So X and Y are entitled to get this 90 and 30. Out of this, it is said, it is possible that they want to take away some cash. Fine. Not every time it will be given in the sum, but in this sum it is said half of the amount is withdrawn by partner. Half of what? X will take away half of 90, Y will take away half of 120. So obviously we will debit whatever is being withdrawn from their capital. So I will debit them with whatever they have withdrawn. Half of 90, half of 30. And cash account will be credited because 60,000, half of 1,20,000 is gone. So this is for partners withdrawing their PFG. Whatever they are entitled to get, they are withdrawn fully. They can withdraw partly. Okay? Whatever is given in that sum, you will pass entry according to that. So this done, we have done the entries for bringing in capital and PFG, distribution of PFG and sacrificing ratio, and the partners withdrawing their part of their share of PFG. So if this is done, we are just left with calculation of new profit sharing ratio. Let's do that as well. Now here, new profit sharing ratio. This is just a recap. We have already done this in the previous video. Just for your sake, X and Y, the ratio was 4/7 and 3/7. So I did not have any share in the originally. This is the old share minus sacrifice will give you new share. So the sacrifice is what? Not 3/4 and 1/4. 3/4 of 2/7. 2/7 is the share that will go to Z. Uska 3/4 X will give. And uska 1/4 Y will give. So this is the sacrifice they are making. Ratio remains the same. Therefore, this amount, whatever they are sacrificing, 2/7 is the new share of the new partner. Let us see how much is left if I subtract this from their old ratio. This is 28, 4, 4, 16 minus 6, 10/28. Take care. Now this is 28 again. 4 3s are 12 minus 2. Again 10/28. And this of course I need to convert into 28. So we have 8/28. So what is the new ratio? 10:10:8, meaning if I reduce it, 5:5:4. This is the new ratio. Done? Next up. A, B and C, 3:2:1. That's the ratio in which they are supposed to, they were sharing profits originally. B is admitted with 1/4 share, okay, in the ratio of, which he gets in the ratio of 2:1 from A and B. Fine. A and B, C. C is not sacrificing, so he'll get laddu out of the PFG, okay. Goodwill of the firm is valued at 6 lakhs. Okay, now you see, goodwill of the firm is valued at 6 lakhs. It's not D's share of goodwill. We will have to find out D's share of goodwill. How do we find out that? D's share of goodwill is equal to his share of profit in the future into the total value of goodwill of the firm. So ये हो गया 1,50,000. So basically he is supposed to bring in PFG of 1,50,000. Clear? Then B is unable to bring his share of goodwill in cash. So we have already done that. When the partner is unable to bring in his share of goodwill in cash, we debit his current account. Yes. And we credit the sacrificing partners in their sacrificing ratio. They should not miss out on their share. So let us pass the journal entry, children. First one. Of course, there is no cash coming in, so I have got just one entry to pass. B is current account debit with his share of goodwill. 2 is capital account to B's capital account. This has to be in the sacrificing ratio. So in which ratio? It is given B is admitted with 1/4 share, and which he gets from A and B in the ratio of 2:1 in the sacrificing ratio. This is the sacrificing ratio. Correct? 2:1 divided by 3, 51. Okay. So this is the entry for, yes, adjusting the PFG, which P is unable to bring in cash. Clear? It's not simple as that. Okay, so ऐसे ही होगा. There are little few variations. The concept remaining same. B, the new partner, has to be debited with his share of PFG. If he is not bringing in, he can bring in various forms, different ways. Not just in cash. He can bring in assets also. No issues. Okay. So we will see that in the next video. I hope for today it's enough. Go practice that sums. Okay. Take care. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Like and share. Take care. Bye bye.